Well, friends, good morning from Mars, the desert. I'm not really sure how we ended up here, but I do know this week there is a massive heat wave coming through our way. So we only have about 24 hours to explore this beautiful landscape. Truly, I never knew something like this could exist in California, or honestly in the States, period. I know Utah and Arizona are famous for these types of rock formations, but I've never seen anything like this here. Now, I only have a little bit of time, even today when it's going to be 90 degrees, to go explore this place properly. It's like 6:15 in the morning right now, super early, but as far as I can tell, we're the only ones out here, which means it's the perfect time to go explore the surrounding formations. Well, we really have such a nice vantage point up here, but as you can see, Tara is already panting pretty good, so I want to get her back for some water. It's only 7:30, which is crazy. My little wrist alarm just went off, which is normally when I try to get up by, but we are early risers today and for good reason. So I think what we're going to do, it's a pretty cool point up here. I know I'll be okay in more like midday heat. I'm gonna stay out of the sun, obviously at peak hours, but I think that could be a fun time to maybe go on a little overland expedition and take on some of the larger tufas out in the distance that I think are just a little bit too far for us to go today. One of the tough things out here is not only the heat, but this like moon rock type substrate is going to be really tough on Tara's paws. So I want to make sure that I'm keeping that in mind because someone is very stubborn and doesn't like to wear her booties. So we're just going to take it easy out here today. So I'm going to head back, get her some water and some rest, and then I have a surprise. I hope that I can find it. I'm not really sure, but we'll let her take a break. And I think I'm going to go on a cave expedition. Hat is on, water bottle is in tow. Tara is back in the camper with all the windows that can be open, the sun blocked, the fan on, her water filled up. It was now or never. I'm gonna go find this cave. It's gonna be way too hot later for her to be in there by herself. So let's do this. Hopefully let's do it pretty quick. I have no idea where I'm going. So it's gonna be an adventure.
Chased by a demon hound. Lord, I just can't be satisfied now, 'cause I never have found another one like you. And your love, Jesus.
All right, so there's a couple of paths up here. I have no idea which one I need to take, but I think what I'll do is just start with the one that's best broken. I would assume a lot of people have come up here to find this. That's a little concerning. There's barbed wire around probably a 15-foot deep or so pit up here, but no cave. So we'll keep going. Oh, where could it be? Let's go this I don't know if it's the brightness of the sky in the day or dehydration, but I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache. I can only imagine what it would be like. You know, I came out here on purpose, but imagine being out here by accident, not having water for probably over 100 miles, not knowing which way to go. Man, makes me grateful for modern technology, that's for sure. Well, considering there are over 50 of these tufas out here, I should not be that surprised that this is hard to find. I guess I just thought maybe it would be up front because that's the heaviest trafficked, but it's not. Which means we have a little bit more exploration to do. I don't want to stay out here too long. It is quite literally the most deserted place I've been to in a while, and my fair skin is gonna get quite the sunburn if I'm not careful. But I think I'll give myself like 10 more minutes, and then if I still can't find it, I guess we'll just have to try again later. Hi. I'm so good girl. Well, friends, it is hot. It is midday, and I've already gotten more sun than my skin needed, hence the sun hoodie. So we're headed out on an overland adventure. Hopefully we find some cool stuff. The road's not particularly bad, but there is a little bit more sand than I would love, which is a little concerning, but let's see if it gets any worse. Hopefully not. I don't know if you guys can tell how much we're going side to side right now, but the camper's doing well, the truck's doing great. The camper is definitely the limiting factor here. Okay. Nice. Well, friends, the limitations of the camper are really starting to show today, because the truck could make it down that very, very clear path all the way to the other tufas, but I don't know, after just getting stuck last week in Mammoth and luckily having someone there with recovery gear, that's not the situation here. And even if I had the recovery gear, the last thing that I need to do is block a road because I was being too stubborn to know my own limitations. In the future, maybe I'll just do a freaking truck bed camper, I don't know, or a pop top, and then there would be no issue at all, but I'm just not feeling confident. Would you guys believe me if I told you that I, not even 20 minutes ago, just redid my hair? It's a great indicator though of why I've decided to change our plans. The wind is absolutely howling right now. It has been for hours, and I keep waiting around, hoping it's gonna cool off, hoping that the wind is going to stop, but I think at this point it's only getting worse. And because we're out on this big vista, if it's anything like last night, the first night that we spent here, the wind was insane. We barely got any sleep. Tara and I were both up all night because the camper, especially in the front, was shaking so badly. So I'm making the executive decision to actually head south and stay in the desert, but make more progress on our way towards our final destination in about a week and a half. And hopefully the wind out there will be a little bit less. There's some trees, it says, in this area, so we'll have some more protection, some more shade tomorrow, and hopefully a great view of a really cool natural feature that I haven't seen. It's not another tufa or rock formation, but think desert formation. It looks like the weather is good tomorrow, so the sunrise should be nice, and I'm really excited to show you guys and to go see for ourselves what it's actually like. So I think we have about a 3-hour drive ahead of us, unfortunately. It is 6 o'clock, but we're making moves. We're making a decision and settling, and this is all part of the adventure, right? You know, the more I do this, whether it's overland travel or international travel, the more jaded I feel like I become. It's just the more you see, the harder it is to see something that you haven't seen before. But for me at least, this definitely falls into the category of things that I haven't seen before and that I'm in awe of. Walking in sand is no joke. The shoes have officially come off. I can just barely see the camper in the distance. I don't know if you guys will be able to, but we're nearly there. Well, as scenic as it is out here, I think that's enough drone for today. I almost crashed twice, which would have required me to hike up all the way over the tallest sand dune. The battery's almost dead, so we're gonna call it while we're ahead and probably head back to the camper soon. I wish that I could stay and explore all day, but the reality is down there where it's not sandy and hot, it's supposed to be 85 today, and I can already feel the temperatures climbing. I just have a water bottle, so we gotta get back, go check on Tara, and hopefully make some breakfast in the parking lot before we say goodbye. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack up here, and I'll see you guys back at the truck. Did I say breakfast and coffee back at the camper? Because what I meant was iced coffee from a gas station. This week that we've had in the desert was nothing short of magical. I truly did not think that we were going to get to spend any time in the desert this year, just with the timing of the build and how late we were going to be getting on the road. And I was almost right. Right now we are just a little bit out of Mojave, and it is 92 degrees at like 11 a.m. It's heating up out here, and Tara and I are going to take to the hills and hopefully catch some cooler weather this week, and maybe even meet up with some friends next weekend. Now, I know a lot of you are probably wondering, what about the build? Are you ever going back to finish? And yes, I am. There's a couple of things going on at home right now that are making it a little bit difficult for me to build like I was. Nothing bad, just things have changed a little bit. And so for now, the build is still on hold. But in the meantime, you guys can look forward to more adventure videos, more life on the road videos, more traveling around now the American Southwest. Didn't think we'd be here when we started up in Oregon, but we are ready to enjoy this summer weather, more moderate temperatures, not in the hundreds hopefully, and get out of the snow, because the winter that never ended finally did. I hope that you all enjoyed the different out of this world like landscapes that we got to visit this week, and I'll see you next Sunday.